What's up, guys? It's the network, and we are back with another video. And today we're talking about assigning primaries on CPN files. Let's lock in. Keep in mind that all of this information is educational purposes only. We're breaking down two of the most effective ways to add primaries to your CPN file: rent reporting and zombie debt reassignment. Both of these methods, if done correctly, will build depth, history, and trust in your profile. This is the part where you start going from just having a number to actually having a real file that can get real approvals. Let's start with rent reporting. This method is highly underrated. Most people don't even know you can report your rent payments to the bureaus, and even fewer know you can do it on a CPN. But here's the benefit. It backdates 24 months of payment history. That's 2 full years of excellent on-time rent payments, all posted in one sweep. And the way it posts is fast. You submit the right documentation, and you'll usually see it on your file in about 7 to 14 days. That makes it one of the quickest ways to add age to your profile, especially if you're just starting the file from scratch. Even better, you control the rent amount. You can say you're paying $1,800. You can say $5,000. You can even say $10,000 or $15,000. Whatever amount you enter, that's the amount that gets reported. That shows up on your profile as a recurring primary trade line tied to housing, one of the strongest categories in the credit system. The company I recommend for this is paymentreport.com. They report to TransUnion and Experian, not Equifax, but it's still a strong addition to the file. There are 2 other companies you can use, rentreporters.com and rentalkarma.com. These ones require a scan of a matching social security card, so if you're using a CPN, you'll need a version that matches the format. Resources for that are posted in the private Telegram group. Now let's talk setup. You'll need a lease agreement. This lease has to match your CPN info, meaning your CPN name and CPN address. No personal info, no old addresses. You can grab a blank lease form from FormSwift. It's editable, quick to fill out, and makes it easy to structure it exactly how you need it. You'll also be acting as the landlord. That means whatever property address you use, you'll need to go online and look up the owner of record using the local tax assessor's website. Every county has one. Just type in the property address, and you'll get the name of the current owner. You'll use that name as the landlord in your documentation. Payment report may request verifications, including the lease, landlord name, and possibly a rent payment screenshot. Keep everything clean and consistent. Now here's the breakdown of pros: post to 2 bureaus, reports 2 years of payment history, fast reporting turnaround, strong primary category. Cons: doesn't report to all 3 bureaus, requires document setup and matching info. Even with that, this is still one of the best first primaries to add to your CPN. Now let's get into zombie debt. This is a bigger strategy, more advanced, but the results are powerful. Zombie debt is old debt. Credit card accounts, loans, or auto financing accounts that went into default, got written off, and eventually sold off to debt buyers. After a certain number of years, known as the statute of limitations, those debts legally expire. That means collection agencies can no longer pursue or sue over them. At that point, the debts get sold in bulk for cheap, usually $100 to $150 per account. You can buy these accounts through verified debt brokers and portfolio sellers. Now here's where the method kicks in. Once you purchase the debt, you can legally reassign it to yourself and report it to your CPN file. Let's say it's a credit card that was opened in 2002 with a $3,000 limit. Once you report it as paid and closed, it'll now show on your CPN as a primary trade line opened in 2002 with 20 plus years of excellent payment history and 0 balance. That kind of age and status instantly transforms your file. It makes your profile look like you've had credit for decades. Here's how you make it happen. First, before you even buy the portfolio, you need your legal and compliance foundation in place. You'll need a debt buyer license for your state. Every state has its own rules, but most require business registration and articles of incorporation, your EIN, compliance policies for how you handle disputes and data, possibly a surety bond, background check and fingerprinting. Next, get certified with RMAI. That's the gold standard in the debt buying industry. It shows you follow federal compliance rules and ethical collection practices. You'll complete a training course and pass an exam. Now, let's talk Metro 2. This is the format used to report data directly to the credit bureaus. You can buy the manual from CDIA and set up your reporting system using software like Credit Manager, FIS, and eOscar for disputes. Once your Metro 2 system is set up, you create a sample file. This proves you know how to format data correctly. You'll use that sample file, your licensing, and your compliance documentation to apply as a data furnisher with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They'll verify your office, security, and process. Once approved, you're in. Now you can start buying portfolios. When you purchase, make sure you receive bill of sale, chain of title, account level documentation. You'll review the files, verify the details, and filter for clean, eligible accounts that meet these criteria, paid or settled. Long-standing payment history, no open disputes, correct consumer data. Next, you draft a debt reporting consent agreement. This is the legal document the consumer signs to authorize the reporting of the resolved account. It includes original creditor, account number, open date, paid date, final balance, status code, paid, closed, settled, or satisfied. The consumer signs voluntarily, and you keep the signed form on file. Now you prep the Metro 2 file. Each account includes or account number, payment history, open and closed dates, status label, paid, previously resolved, settled, closed account, full trade line structure with accurate details. You upload the file to each bureau through secure SFTP portals. You'll get confirmation receipts for each submission. Store those for compliance. After submission, it takes 30 to 45 days to show on the file. If there's a dispute, you manage it through eOscar, verify, correct, or delete if necessary. You respond within 30 days, as required by FCRA. Run audits monthly. Keep records of all Metro 2 files, signed consents, and communication logs. This is how you build aged, verified primaries that can sit on a CPN or real file and hold weight. When done correctly, these are the types of accounts lenders trust: long-term history, clean payment record, and full compliance behind it. That's how you go from a basic CPN to a professional-grade credit file. This is how you assign primaries the right